Hey guys, so I guess all you know, you've done heard about Trump's having the Freedom 250 at the White House for the MMA fights and all this other stuff that's going on up there. And then plus you got all these groups that's supposed to be coming up there singing or whatever they're supposed to be doing. And today, this morning, as soon as I woke up, you started hearing these groups is starting to back out. Oh, they're not coming because it only represents one political view. So they're not going to come. What part of freedom of the United States is only one political view? I want you to let that sink in that these cocksuckers, these bands and shit that's been around forever, and saying that they're not going to attend and they're not going to sing or they're not going to do anything at the Freedom 250 because they don't politically align with what President Trump is putting on. So, in other words, this is what they're saying. If we don't agree with open borders, people coming over here laying on their fucking ass, getting free housing, free money, free food, then we're wrong. Or we don't agree with fucking men dressing up like women, or vice versa, men sitting down to piss in a women's bathroom. Women getting pregnant and getting rid of as many babies as they can in as quick a time as they can. All this shit going on, and they're going to question our fucking morals. Well, this is what you need to do, but nobody does this shit because everybody's candy asses. Everybody's so passive. Nobody actually stands up no more. They'll get on social media and type their little fingers off on how much they agree with it. But if they sit beside somebody in a restaurant waiting on an order, and somebody's sitting there running their mouth about somebody being a piece of shit or Trump being a 30-time felon, I know, and listen to all that shit, and you don't stand up and tell them to shut the fuck up, you're a bigger problem as they are. What our problem is we need to start pushing back on these fucking people. And if you don't start pushing back now, our country is going to be gone. That's what they want. The government, the liberal Democrats or the Democrats, what they're trying to do is they want a civil war so bad in our country so they can see, they know what the outcome's going to be. Don't let them fool you. They know what the outcome's going to be. They want to see people laying on the streets with their heads blowed off. They want the black community to suffer. And that way they can push back on the white supremacists that's so-called in this world. Ain't a fucking person that's alive right now that's ever had been working in a cotton field with had a strap across their back and living under some bullshit law. There ain't no fucking body alive that's ever went through that shit. Every fucking person that's alive right now has either had two choices in their life. Lay at home on your ass and plead and beg with the government to please buy me some groceries so I can feed my 14 young'uns with my 6 baby daddies. Please do that. Or you got a motherfucker that gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning and goes works all fucking daylight to dark to come home to eat a ham sandwich because his kids has got to eat steak. Or his kids gets to wear Jordans while he wears old work boots and tore up and ripped up fucking clothes. So when these fucking people, the ones that's supposed to come up there and sing and get up there and make money, and when they don't show up because it don't politically align with them, well then from that day forward, after the Freedom 250, or whatever the fuck it's called, after that's over with and you find out exactly who did not show up and who did not perform, then they shouldn't politically align with any fucking thing of yours anymore. Don't listen to their fucking music. Don't buy their shirts. Don't buy their CDs. If they come on the fucking radio, turn them. If they come out in the fucking new movie, turn the motherfucker off. Don't pay for it. Make them understand. Because these fucking pieces of shit thinks that this Hollywood deal and the Democrats think that they got control of people because people actually give a damn about what some of these fucking people says. And the worst fucking thing that ever happened on the media, on TV, is when they put them fucking bitches on The View to get up and come and spout all their bullshit and their hate. And all while they get to go to their closed gated communities, and they're the people that protect them, and eat and travel anywhere in this fucking world while you getting scraps left on the floor. And they're going to make out like that they know exactly where you coming from. These motherfuckers don't know who you are. They don't care who you are. It gives them something to talk about. So stand up and pretty much tell them to kiss your ass. You're not supporting them anymore because they don't politically align with nothing. But what they want you to come out and say it's okay for a man to go out and have sex with a baby. They don't want to tell you about all the children that's been missing. And all this shit coming across social media about the horrible things that's happening to these children that's getting kidnapped. But nobody wants to talk about that shit. All we want to talk about is some fucking fool that's come over here illegal, and he's in an ICE facility, and you got these fucking idiots out there with masks on showing their ass. But up in New York, they come in and make it illegal for police officers or anybody else to wear masks while they're on duty. See the hypocrisy in that shit? Do you understand? If you don't understand, then you're fucking the problem. You're one of these motherfuckers. And the outcome isn't as fucking peachy as you think it's going to be. If you actually think that all this shit that you're doing is going to make a difference, it's not. Because one thing that happens, y'all go up north to these fucking Democrat-led cities, and y'all act this fucking way. Y'all treat people like shit. Y'all don't know how to fucking treat people. You don't know how to act. You don't know how to go out on a Saturday afternoon and go out and get something to eat. You don't know how to do none of that shit. Because you ain't got no fucking sense. But let me tell you the outcome that you think is going to happen. You don't come down south and do this shit. Because we don't give a fuck. But you're not coming into our communities acting like you're going to fucking take over. I promise you that. I've worked all my damn life. Broke my back to support my family. Just buried one of my boys. Because he got run over, because the motherfucker going down the road couldn't appreciate the work zone. Talking on his fucking phone, speeding. And run over my son, split his head in half and fucking killed him. And these liberal fucking judges let him out on $15,000 fucking bond. See, something's wrong with our fucking world. Something's wrong with our nation. And it's this disease that these fucking liberal Democrats is trying to pour into our society. Well, I fucking say bullshit. Not around me. Because I'm a fucking man. And men stand up for what they fucking believe in. And just because I don't align with you, me and you could stand side by side in a fucking, at a carnival while your young'un throws darts at the board and my kid throws darts at the board. And I don't give a fuck what you believe. But don't pour that shit down my throat and tell me that I have to accept you. You can be standing beside me in your fucking dress. You're not bothering me. But don't impose yourself on my children when you think your ass deserves to go in a women's restroom because you're a fucking man. Because then that's when your ass gets snatched up. See, a man's got to come to a point sometime in their life that you got to put 10 toes down on something. And quit walking around like you're a fucking passive bitch. And when somebody needs the shit knocked out of them, then just politely say, excuse me, and knock the fuck out of them. That's what's wrong with anybody anymore. Don't nobody fight no more. They get on social media and they type. They fucking type and act like they're just big Billy badasses. And you got these little old pussy-ass men with blue hair on there with putting fingernail polish earrings in their fucking nose that think they're a man. They ain't fucking men. Motherfuckers ain't never worked. Half these motherfuckers getting on there on social media right now, posting all this shit, is in the basement of their fucking mama's house. And their daddy out working to be able to pay the internet for this little low-life piece of shit to get down there and look up child porn. It's time we rid this fucking country of this fucking disease that's coming through. And we start by all these fucking groups that come up there and saying that they don't politically align with what's getting ready to happen at the White House. Then I got a couple of words for you. Fuck you.